So somebody told me that Queen Nandi has a television show. Now, you remember not long ago, eviction thingy that was going on in the Honan Jazz. So I wonder if the show comes off of that bag. Queen Nandi has been in the television screens entire jazz for a minute. You remember we got to know her through the TV show Pastor's Wife. So I think they are house hunting here. So the husband even sits forward. I think they went for a viewing of a house. The area we are in, I don't want us to go to it. So that's what it says there.
I don't want us to go to it.
I told her, financially, in case you can't see the caption there.
Financially, I'm like, this is not the right option. And unfortunately, first one, I decided without me, and I have to go with the flow.
So she decides by herself. And this is not gonna end well.
Mrs. V is a distant cousin.
End of the day, what she doesn't seem to get. She wants this flamboyant, lavish life. Now I have to sit back and count the costs.
You see, when this type of conversations now are on television, now this is for the celebrities. Okay. So when these conversations are now what we hear, and then everybody else in society hears, guess what happens? The person who's right, people agree with. And when the people agree with that person, this video, I'm gonna make it dedicated to Queen Nandi.
No, bruh. There's a pool, man. You like the pool. So walking through the house, I'm like, I was born for this.
She walks into the house, she's like, yeah, this is my life. But do we make this life kind of money?
This is the life I should be living. Not
Should be. What?
I'm like, I was born for this. This is the life I should be living.
Should? If you are a person who sat in church and believe this is the life I should be. Maybe, you see, because for a Christian, I expect that you've seen, the topic about grace, and you will know that this whole idea of what you deserve, you should be watchful over. The Bible says, those that seek that type of a life, they seek thorns for themselves.
Not lay one roof. This is your kitchen?
I guess she's calling someone here. I'm avoiding that music.
Extra pair of hands and then power. So it's one room where a guest house. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like I was born for this. Soft life.
Oh, soft life. Oh, Jesus.
I was born to Queen. It's unfortunate that
What?
It's unfortunate that
It's unfortunate that I married a church. Painful, man. That is painful. That's painful. Yeah, no.
No, I'm frustrated because like I know because after something smaller, something affordable, Nando, I'm looking at us as being a typical man and defending another man.
Nah. Personally, I don't think I can watch this show. I cannot watch this show. I cannot. No ways. Like, I used to get these vibes from it. When I used to watch when I watched that first show, the preachers or thing, so I was like, this lady she's off. She doesn't understand what preaching is all about. It's a life of service. To describe your husband as and then I don't think she wants to be married. I think she wants to be rich. She should be honest with herself. She doesn't want to be married. You know, she sounds like someone who just wants to be rich. I think she should have just gone on to be rich and leave the mandem. Because when I saw this picture here, that, you know, like the producers kind of like were like seeing exactly what we are seeing here. It's that Nandi, she has it in her name, Queen Nandi. She wants this. She wants this life. You got a kid over there crying. You got the husband absolutely looking like fit for us here to see in this video. Like, if you are like Nandi, please just don't get married. Just go on and get rich. Like, please, because there are people like this. You know, they will do everything to get what they think this life owes them. Like, whatever it takes, for whatever this life owes them, they will do everything to get there. I can see why the person who was recommending this show, because Enrique, you need to watch, at least watch the first episode. And so, I don't think she wants to get married. She wants to be rich. And you shouldn't put other people's children, like, for the fact that this is a person who goes to church and sits there and hears about God and justice and all that, and feel like she has to put the poor man through all of that just so that, like, she doesn't care what the bills look like. She wants this. I belong here. I deserve this. Terrible. God will judge you harshly for that. For making another person's life miserable. Because you deserve. Deserve what? Go get it. So I hope this show, like what they've captured here, I hope she uses this to tone herself. Like, tame yourself. If nobody in your circle will tell you, I hope this video reaches her. Like, tame yourself. This is destructive. You will cause a break in your relationship. That man is in the right. If he feels as the head of the house, we cannot afford this, that's that. No need calling the man that in front of the whole country. That is, what's wrong with you? Why do you want our approval so bad? Like, we don't know you. Take them cameras off you. Take them selfies and shove them and make your marriage work. Your decision to want to be rich, you should have decided that before you got married. Instead of putting another person under that type of pressure, you should have just gone on to be rich. Just go do you and be rich. But now you've chosen to be married. You've chosen to have 5 kids. Now make it work. You see that deserve, that don't work here. Take the camera, shove it in the dustbin. It's not gonna work. To call your husband that, he is your head, like whether you recognize him so or what, he is the head of your household. And for you to be saying, in daughter, just to agree with another. No, that man is right. You can't afford that. He knows what it looks like for his bills. Get a grip. Get a grip. Death towards this man's death. He died a very painful death, a very sad life that this man lives, to a point where people helped him raise money for him to go and get a surgery and stuff. And guess what his wife was asking? She said, out of that money that people donated, he didn't have this money, out of the money that people donated, she wants them to go and buy her a new car. She's young, she deserves a new car, and she wants them to go and buy her an iPhone. When they were in the debate of that, the man died. That's how that man ended up in the grave. Go look up that story. There is judgment before God. When the Bible says God is for justice, don't think the justice applies only when someone is killed or someone is wrong, the child is abused. It doesn't just apply in those situations. It applies also within these relationships where we bring a standard that's unrealistic to someone. Why? You deserve. What does that even mean? I'm speechless. But that's people out there. I think she needs to really just work out, like, whatever issues, whatever things in your life, like in your younger age, in your younger years, made you feel like this. You gotta resolve those things, because they become a problem at a later point of life. And they become a problem in the sense that they start to eat at your joy. You have a wonderful family. You have a husband that stands by you no matter what. Make it work. Some people, their entire life hovers around just wanting to get married. You got that. Some people just pray to just have one child. You got that. Some people live their entire life just to have a husband who takes care of it. You have that. But it's not enough. Get a grip. Downsize. And then take whatever it is that you make, that you're going to be paying 30,000, 40,000 worth of rental, and then build yourself back up. That's like ooh. So I'm going to close on that point. Outside of Queen Nandi, that's her own thing. She's going to do what she wants to do with it. If you are like that, stop it. You're being silly. Not Queen Nandi. You who's watching the video, and you know very well, you can't afford. You can't. Do yourself a favor and find a way to balance out your life. Make things work. You become a headache on another child. No. Strict reality show, the Daily Christian Commentary video. Stop it. Wow.